1:45 p.m. January 19th, 2025. It is cold. We are having some slight flurries here, very light flurries, frozen precipitation coming down. We do have this crater light that can be seen through the milkiness layer that is out and about. This is my third recording of today, of which two recordings have been deleted. And one was actually mid-process of uploading and I deleted it. And this pertains to the News Nation program that took place last night with the UFO whistleblower. If you did not see that, I do have a link to that down in the description box if you'd like to check that out. But I would like to make a few statements regarding that. But while I've got your attention focusing out here at the time being, so we do have winter advisories out right now. They are calling for accumulations anywhere from 3 to 5 inches in the county, so far below the county that I reside in, but that is so far. And yeah, you can see we do have that. And, I've been kind of keeping my eyes open in case there was any kind of strange colorations kicking off, and have not seen any as of yet. So, hang tight, and I want to get to my perspective, viewpoints over what was shared last night on that program through News Nation. Okay, so I've talked about UFOs and flying saucers, UAPs in the past before, and so on and so forth. And there was a few things that this guy brought up, this Mr. Barber, that was the so-called whistleblower, and actually, because I have been an observer to this phenomenon for so many years, and I've had my own experiences and possible encounters back when I was quite young. Um, I am one to have certain information come to me to where I connect dots, so to speak. And there, through what I seen last night, there was a lot of confirmation as far as some of the content that I brought forth, um, and my own theories and so on. But okay, so if you did watch it, great, you'll understand what I'm getting at here, hopefully. But I just want you to know, this stuff has been going on for years and years and years. And personally, nothing against Mr. Barber or Elizondo or Garash or Greer or any of these guys that's been participating in all of this so-called disclosure movement. I actually believe that they are all operatives within an orchestrated, uh, soft disclosure movement. Okay? I don't think that, I do not believe that we have, you know, whistleblowers that are just all of a sudden coming out of the blue. Just all of a sudden. And which is kind of strange because, okay, this program took place last night. Tomorrow we have the inauguration of Donald Trump, and so here I am in between, and I'm going to try to connect a couple of dots here, or I don't know exactly what I am doing. Like I said, this is the third time that I've tried to come out with this. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and start connecting some dots. Okay, so tomorrow we have the inauguration. A little while back, we had the assassination attempt on Donald Trump's life to where he was injured in the ear. Okay, on that same day, and right around that period of time of that attempt, there was recordings that were made, and there were objects up in the sky that supposedly looked or appeared as though they were observing that event as it was taking place. Okay, and I've spoken on this one once before. Okay, Donald Trump has stated that he has never had any interest in any of this here. Okay, right? But yet, he is the president that is now claiming, I will come out with any and all information on this. We will have disclosure. We will. Okay, we'll get to the bottom of this. Okay, well, let's continue on. So, like I said, I've been into this ever since I was a child, okay? And in this book here, okay, this is from 1980. This book here, we got a copyright date of, okay, not there, 1966. This one here, we have a copyright date of probably right around that same period of time. These books are getting old. Okay, 74. Okay, now, as far as Mr. Barber and what he had to say in that program, speaking of eggs, okay, and let's go ahead and go back to this right here, in which before we, well, let's go ahead and get on just a moment. Okay, so ever since I was a little kid, I've been familiar with these egg-shaped craft, such as seen right here. Back when I was a kid, before I even got this book here, like I said, from 1980, back in the early 70s in school, I ordered through the Scholastic Book Company, or whatever it was called. It was an illustrated, cartoon style illustrated book, very thick, if you will, of different documented UFO reports, but they were done in like kind of cartoon form, okay, and which there was the story of an egg-shaped craft that had a marking on it, okay, and which, so with this Mr. Barber's testimony, if you will, through that interview and him talking about the egg-shaped craft, nothing new whatsoever. Okay, so within many of my recordings, I show, you see this eyeball-looking thing here? Gee, how many of you have, seen this thing in my videos? Many times I have recorded that in my videos. Okay? Okay, so this guy also gets into speaking about a spiritual aspect connected with these UFOs or UAPs. This is from 1980. And here we have these spheres or orbs or what have you. Okay, and what does it say right here? Living lights. Can light be alive? People claim, okay, let's see if we can get this. People claim that many UFOs send out light that's very different from our light. They say it is somehow clever. UFO light does not reflect. It lights only objects in its path. It can bend, turn sharply, and make solid objects clear like an X-ray. Okay, and then it goes on to talk about the 1972 a documented incident of a ball of light that came in and was messing around with a radio and a tape recorder. Okay, in which this Mr. Barber speaks of having a spiritual situation as he is, involved in a recovery operation. with one of these eggs. So, boom, and then I showed you back here one of those eggs, okay? So, and this is what's frustrating. It's because we have these congressional hearings about this stuff. And this has just gotten so frustrating right here. This order was issued by the Inspector General of the Air Force, blah, 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 1959. And what does it have right here? Um, uh, uh, First of all, is the object a threat to the defense of the United States? Okay? Gee, isn't that just a similar... I mean, that's the same narrative that we're hearing over and over and over. Okay? National security. National security. And are these things a threat? And have they been a threat so far? Well, from what I've been hearing, it's been the other way around. Mankind's been a threat to these things, you know, and like I said, I've had my so-called encounters, my experiences, okay, and this is the year of the snake, okay, and this is from 1973, okay. There's actually a winged serpent right there on the chest of this humanoid being, okay, and I just flying saucers has always been serious business as far as I've been concerned.